Welcome to one more minute. Welcome to minute 35 of the One More Minute series. Goodness gracious. I feel like my brain has been getting ahead, or my mouth has been getting ahead of my brain. Or the other way around? I'm not sure. But yes, 35 minutes. I think this is the first time, I think every episode I'm like, wow, I can't believe we've got this far. But like, I feel like 35 is like really big. Like, I'm editing a podcast episode right now that is going to be 35 minutes. Like, we've been at podcast length, but like we're really in long form podcast length territory with just myself. That's wild. But I feel less like there's less of an intimidation about it, which is cool. Because I didn't know what was going to happen when we got here, and I still really don't. But it's fun. It's a nice little check-in. And I just watched minute 9, which was interesting to watch. That one was I was very run down, which I think I noted in the last video as well, of like I was starting to panic about money. So I was like, I'm opening up an Etsy shop and I'm just gonna do everything I need to do to to try to, I don't know, help myself. So in minute 9 I was feeling really run down from that. But like still positive, which was good. It was like run down, but like I was aware of what I was doing. So I was like, I'm run down, but this is what it is. But the goal was to do things that I enjoy, and that's what I was doing, which is good. I think that's the big part, is like I try to steer away from letting panic dictate my creative choices, because that's not helpful. But in that moment, like I was feeling the panic, but I was aware of it while I was doing it. So that's a step forward in progress. And I think I've gotten better since then as well, of like trying not to do things out of a panic state, and more of a creative, like let's use the panic to create something, and not have an end goal that's like not creative purposes, kind of. Yeah, so I talked about that, and then I just kind of talked about all the projects I was working on. I was doing a lot. At that time, I was doing my writing course, and I was doing the improv course. So the writing course had like homework every week for writing, and I was really trying to my goal was to write like a rough draft of a play. And then I had started working on Dragon Age Origins and opening up my Etsy shop again. So like a lot of big things I was doing all at once. My nose is so itchy. It's so tiring. Okay. And yeah, I was doing a lot. It's fine to look back on that writing course, because I didn't write a draft. That was something I'm glad I did that experience, and I have like ideas of things I can do. But I think that course just made me go, I'm not feeling it right now. I think writing plays isn't something I'm really focusing on. I think it's like, I know that if I want to make my own work, and if I want to do anything, but like if I'm thinking about stage in particular, if I want to do that work, I'm of the mindset of I'm gonna have to make my own work and like make it if I want to do it right away, like I can audition for things, but that's not my main priority right now. So it's like, if I wanted to make something, I'm gonna have to do it myself. And right now, making my own stage stuff is not something I'm driven towards right now, since I'm more focused on music and making music and performing music on stage instead. So yeah, since then I kind of let that go, and I'm interested to see later on in later videos if I talk about that. Probably not. I don't think I've talked about it, but just like what I mentioned about that course and that experience. Because yeah, I think by the end I was like, I'm glad I did it, and I've got this new idea that was cool to explore a bit, but like it's just not what I want to do right now. It was feeling really forced, and I don't want to force it, I want to be able to enjoy it and like explore something that feels exciting, and it stopped feeling exciting for me. So we let that one go. We move on, which is great. But yeah, I was doing a lot, and it was like interesting to compare, because like right now I've been feeling very like there's so much to do, but I don't have enough time to do it, but I feel like I'm not doing a lot, but I am at the same time, you know? It's a feeling of stagnance that I've been feeling. And yesterday it feels like I kind of broke through that a bit more. Like I've kind of cleared out the space. I think a big part of it is weather. It was 25 degrees yesterday. It was so nice out and sunny. And I was able to like clean up the final bit of my space that was like taking up a lot of space, and it wasn't like organized, and I had a lot of boxes I need to put away. So I got that all set up. And I think I had a 4-day weekend this past weekend, which was just so needed. Like I was able to kind of like do life admin stuff and kind of get back on track with things, which felt really good and kind of set me up. And yeah, so yesterday I was able to like do more organizing, so everything feels actually like really set now, which is really nice and exciting. That feels really good. And so that's kind of cleared the way, and I've just been kind of sitting with that. Yeah, there was, I think a big thing that's been on my mind is I came across one of those like tarot readings on TikTok, which like they pop up for me sometimes. I don't really pay attention to them. I find that I pay attention to them more when I'm in a desperate situation. Otherwise I don't really care, because they spend too much time talking and I'm like, it's fine, I don't need to know. But this one caught me, and I don't remember why. Probably because I was feeling, I've been feeling very stagnant. And it was for Pisces, and I was like, well, I'm a Pisces, so let's see what we've got coming up. And it was actually like an incredibly accurate reading that like has lifted my spirits a bit and like kind of refreshed my perspective, which is what I enjoy about tarot, is that it's like I don't take it super seriously, but I like what tarot does with how you view things, and you can kind of like look at something from a different angle and like like clear up what you're feeling or thinking about, find a new thought. And so that I've been kind of thinking about, because it was like kind of going on how there's been I've been experiencing a stagnant energy, and I've been feeling really stuck, which is, I've been saying that for weeks, months now. And this reader said that was happening, but it's not a stuckness. It's more of like I don't want to say like a test, but like it's a moment of like, I don't know, it's almost like a moment of like review before you launch into your next area, or you're like before you move forward, you're kind of like reviewing and going through all these things you've grown through and all the tools you have now, and how do you face something you've faced a million times before. Can you still stick it out? It's like a moment of endurance, is what I'm taking from it. And I was like, oh, that's a great reminder. Like for me, I was like, I've been feeling stagnant for so long, and I'm like, and feeling like I'm not going anywhere. I feel very stuck. But having the perspective of it's not stuck. It's just a moment of like, like perseverance, and like knowing and trusting that like you are still making progress is really nice. I'm not falling behind. I am moving forward. It just, whatever's in the air right now is it's setting me up for something else, which is nice. It's a nice different perspective to have, which I appreciate. And there's like a talk about like travel, like upcoming travel, a lot of travel coming up, and I was like, I'm literally traveling next week. I've got another trip booked in the summer to visit friends, and I've got another trip booked in October that I think is happening. So I was like, oh, that's a fun coincidence. So I'm like, yeah, that's really cool. I'll keep my mind open to travel and just see where that takes me. And what else? What was the other thing? Oh, just like money stress. There was like stress about money, like you still have to be careful, but like it'll be okay. And I was like, that's actually how I feel about my situation right now, is like I still need to be careful, I need to budget well, because life is expensive. But I feel I don't have that panicked gripping that I normally have, and I feel like I've worked really hard to ease that grip. And I think I'm moving in a good direction. So it was a nice little, I'm gonna take that as an affirmation and be like, yes, we're okay. We'll be okay. And the last thing that was said was just about creativity and how like a new project is coming, but like don't try to force an older project to happen. And from my perspective and what I'm doing at the moment, it's like I'm the I think the thing that has fallen off for me mostly with like the projects I've been focused on for the past few months is my Etsy shop, the Craftsy Waftsy Fantasy that I was like working on rebranding and having ideas for, and I have an idea on the next product, but it's fallen to the side because there's so much going on. And that one is like, I'm like, oh, I could go back to that, but like I'm feeling so drawn towards music and like exploring that and developing those tools and skills, and so I think I'm gonna just trust that and keep following that, and we'll get back to making crafts and stuff at some point. I think that'll be easier to do once I've kind of locked down my understanding of time in this space. So yeah, it was just a cool video to watch that I don't really take that seriously, but sometimes it's nice to be like, oh, it's a new perspective. And that was very much like it was a moment to to assess where I'm at and be like, that is actually where I'm at, and that's how I feel, and I feel really positive moving forward. So that's really exciting to me. Yeah. And yeah, just thinking about time. I feel like before I moved, I had really cracked a code of like how to use my time in a way where I'm getting all my shit done that I need to do, getting the things I want to do done, and also having time to rest and having this nice balance. And I'm in this new space. Yeah, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like time moves differently depending on where you are. Like, I was very aware of that, like compared to living in Chicago versus living in London. Like, time just moves differently. Like, in London, it takes an hour to travel anywhere. I just assume it's going to be an hour no matter where you're going, unless you're going like somewhere local. And that's not the case in Chicago, you know? And yeah. And so like but I've been finding like where I was living before and now where I'm living now, it's like time just moves a little bit differently. You have different things going on. There's a lot of different elements that are affecting that. And so I figured it out last time, and that took me I think it took me about 6-7 months to figure that out. And so I'm like trying to give myself the grace of like, it will also take me probably less because I'm aware of it and I have established habits now and routines. So like I'll figure out the time and how time works for me here, and I'm really excited. I just feel like it's opening up into the like next level of myself in the most pretentious way. I'm blossoming into the unknown in a way that I've always been scared to do. Like, there's always that fear of like, well, it's not familiar and I don't know what's gonna happen. And it's like, okay, but I think I'm of the mindset now of like, yeah, it's gonna feel scary and uncomfortable, but the more I do it, the more I'll get used to that, and the more like I just know. It's like following that feeling of like, there's a good thing coming, there's a good thing that's there, and there might be other like anxiety and fears around heading that way, but I think what that thing is will outweigh, the feelings of fear. I don't know why I'm talking like this. It's just where I'm at right now. It's very philosophical, and I've got a lot of imagery in my head at the moment. But yeah, so I'm feeling positive, and like there's still that feeling of impatience and like I want to get things moving, but it's mostly like sitting on the feelings that are coming up in me of like the excitement, that motivating pull that I'm now like bringing back out, which is nice. It's coming out and I'm like, oh, this is great. Yeah, like kind of sitting with it. It's like trying to like embody whatever it is, whatever direction I'm going in, I'm trying to like embody it so that when I approach it, it's like it just happens, It's like a feeling of readiness, but like I'm still pushing through it even if I don't feel ready. something like that. I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense, but that's okay. But yeah, so yeah, leaning towards music. That's been something that's been on my mind, and now that my space is clear and I can access my keyboard, I'm like, this will be a great space, and I really want to hopefully push myself today to just do something, like revisit a song I've written, play the piano, play the guitar, just do something today to get that going. I think will be so nice. I think that'll just be lovely. Yeah, and I've started working on editing my Dragon Age Origins video for the next deep dive. I decided I'm gonna push the release of that video back a month because there's so many. Oh, there's an alarm about to go off. Maybe. I there's so many VODs. Instead of that, there's so many VODs that I have to edit. There's like I'll have 23, I think, and so that's just a lot to go through, and I don't have time, especially when I'm away for a week next week for traveling. So that's all right. I'm gonna, yeah, just push it back a week. Like, we don't get many views over here, so it's there's no stress about pushing it back a month. I think that's all good. And it'll give me time because I think it's the first video game, which is what this was built on, and so I want to make sure that like I'm doing the best that I can with what I've got. So like especially like the music wise and the music video wise, I want that to be a higher quality because it's been a lot of just like a still image or a still video with a song, which is fine. Like that's what I could do, and I still like it. I stand by that choice. And I did like a little bit more of like an acting thing with the last video, which was nice. Nice but like limited, because that one felt rushed as well. So this one I want to make sure that the music video is more like the first one, where it's like there's a story and a journey in the video, and it just feels a little bit bigger. That's kind of the goal, but I don't know what the song is yet, and that's where I'm trying to figure out the vibe. But I'm almost done playing the game. I think I have one more stream to finish the game, and I'm hoping the ending will kind of help me put into perspective what I want to sing about. So yeah, sitting on that, which is good. We're cooking on it. That's been nice. And just doing extra podcast work since I'm away next week to get all that stuff done. So I'm kind of like cramming in a lot this week, but it's a good timing because my period just ended, so I've got a lot more energy now. So it's like perfect timing to do that stuff and not feel tired. Yeah, and still spend time with friends. Cause I've got like a booked and busy month, but I'm starting to find the balance and not feeling as behind and less pressure, which is good. Yeah, that's all I'm really doing. I talked in the 9-minute video, I mentioned reading the Ouran High School Host Club manga, which I'm rereading. I've read, because the first time around I read the first 3, and then that was it. That's all I got from the library. So I'm on the 3rd one now, so I'm finishing this reread, and then I'll be continuing the rest. And I mentioned how I wanted to get the box set of the manga, and now I have the box set of the manga with me. So I'm excited to read the rest of them and see just what happens there. I just need to like dedicate the time to reading it, which I think I'm getting there now. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. It's so fun and silly. It's a good one. Yeah, I think so. I was in that 9-minute video, I was talking about anime and how like Ouran is like, it's not the first anime I've seen, but like in my head it feels like the first. But I think I was reflecting on that, and I think it's because all other anime that I've watched has been like through someone else's choice of like, oh, I want to watch, like I want to, like they want to watch it, they want to show me it, and like I'll enjoy it and watch more of it and stuff. This is the first anime that was like, it was recommended to me, but I watched it of my own volition. And I think that's why I kind of consider it the first anime. But I must have watched something else. But I think like I must have watched something else that spurred this. I don't remember what that was, but again, whatever I'd watched would have been a recommendation from someone else, I think. Yeah, I don't remember. I'll have to look through my list. But yeah, it's been good. Also, I watched the drama this past week with Zendaya and Robert Pattinson, and that was just a phenomenal movie. It was so good. I loved what was explored, and just the idea of context. I don't want to like go too in depth because I don't want to spoil things. And like there's not much, I don't know. It's like for me it's like it's so good that I don't have to talk about it. Like which I haven't experienced before. Like my friend and I left the theater and we went, that was a great film. And normally we like dissect things and talk about like what we would have done differently or stuff like that, or just like things we liked. And this time we just went, that was a fantastic film, and like said nothing else about it. And I think that's like the only I don't know, it feels like almost like the highest praise, but like somehow, even though it's like not discussing it more. But so yeah, I'm not going to talk about like spoilers or anything, but I love just like there's this theme of context, and how what you know like shapes how you see everything else, and how your brain fills in the gaps and all this stuff. And like it was just such a cool exploration of that, and I was like, it was just so good, and like such a cool reminder of like nuance of context, and like yeah, and just like important discussions as well. Like it was like topical discussions, and like really well acted. The use of like the lack of sound was really good, like so good. The cinematography was also so good. It was a good film, and like I think I'd want to rewatch it, but I'm interested in, because like when you watch something the first time, you don't know what's gonna happen. So like especially like watching that, I was very like not like tense, but like there was a tension there, being like, what's gonna happen? And I'm curious what the rewatch is like when you don't have that tension. What happens? But I think it's such a cool exploration that like I think you can still watch it and still take things from it with a different perspective. It's just really cool. And it was like funny too, like so serious but also so funny, and like such a cool like we're human type of way. Oh, it was good. It was really well done. I really loved it, and I loved not having any context for what was going on and what it was about. I think they did a good job marketing it, because it was like, it's like, oh yeah, chaos is gonna ensue, but like you have no context for what it's actually gonna be, and what the like actual plot is. You know, there's a wedding and there's drama, and that's it. And I think that's so cool. I don't know. I think it's really, really cool. It was really well done. I enjoyed it a lot. Yeah. And that's all. That's really all that's been going on. I thought like my my Stray Kids obsession has been like not dwindling, because it has not dwindled, but it's been shifting. I think like at first I was like ready to like cool it a little bit, but then with the nice weather yesterday, I was playing Stray Kids, and I was like, no, I'm gonna enjoy Stray Kids year round. I'm gonna have Stray Kids summer, I'm gonna have Stray Kids fall, I'm gonna have a Stray Kids winter / Christmas, because I want to experience that music in these different seasons. I think, I don't know, there's something about that just feels really good right now. But the obsession is less a need of escape, which was 100% what I've been doing. I don't know, I lost control. I hyperfixated, and there's an element of escape through that. Whereas now it's more like, I just enjoy them, and just like creatively, it's so good. It's like creatively inspiring to watch. And yeah, just having enjoyment of them, which is fine to do. It's okay to enjoy things. So yeah, that's been good too. Very happy with that. Yeah, and like I'll start branching out and listening to other people, and I have a little bit, but so far I'm like, just nothing's the same. I don't know. I just think knowing that like they produce their own music, and just like, yeah, it just feels like their journey is different. And I don't know, there's something there that like when I first found them I really connected with, that really has a grip on me as like an artist, which is cool. Oh, and then I've decided I've decided that I'm going to I think I'm going to actively learn Korean. I've decided. I think just during this time of like not having much of a routine and not being able to figure things out, I was like, I think it'd be nice to do something out of pure enjoyment, have something I'm dedicating myself to for fun, for enjoyment, that's not like a creative endeavor necessarily. Yeah, it's not a creative endeavor. Like I'm not trying to make this for any purpose other than I just want to learn it. Yeah, because I think that'd be cool and it'd be nice. It'd just be nice to learn. I love learning. I love learning languages. I love having a little routine around that. And so, like, I think I don't want to put crazy pressure, but I'd like to put in an active effort of like, I think I want to start just first with the alphabet, learning that, and then we can like go from there. Cause like it's all over my social media, like learning Korean. So like that's how I'm like picking up things now, which is nice, and I really like that. And so I want to do like a method like that of like absorbing things in a bit more, but also like there are some things I need to structurally learn at the same time. So just trying to find that balance I think would be nice. But I think, yeah, because like I want to get into like watching more K-dramas, and I think it'd be fun to like listen to Korean music and like understand what they're saying a bit more. Like I'm able to pick up on certain things now, which is really cool. So it's like I'd love to learn more that way and just like absorb it. I think would be cool. And I would love to visit South Korea one day as well. I'm hoping in like the next 2 to 3 years I'll be able to take a trip. So it'd be nice to learn so I can walk around and like read signs and understand them. I think that'd just be fun. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing. I think I don't have much of a plan yet. I think I'm waiting for my trip first to be over, come back with a fresh mind. But if I have time this week, I might like look into how to start or what I want to do, make a plan for that. We'll see. It's very like low pressure, but something I'm enjoying. So it's like it'd be fun to put in a little effort into that, you know? Time to feed in the things that I'm like, ooh, this is piquing my interest, even if I don't have a specified reason for it outside of I just feel enjoyment about it. Because that's the goal anyway. That's what I've been trying to find and lean towards. So how about we do that towards the things we enjoy already? So yeah, we're getting there. And I'm excited for it. Yeah. And then I think that's really it. I meant to, this past weekend, I meant to explore more parks nearby me, but that didn't happen. So I might do that this weekend, at least explore one of the parks. We'll see. Yeah. But yeah, like the weather is getting nicer. I think it's going to drop again, which is a bummer, but like not too bad. We're getting into the warmer territory, which feels promising, and I'm excited about that. I'm really, really excited about that. I'm trying to think what else. There's not much else going on. I just feel a lot more, I'm feeling better about things, and like I'm starting to be on my phone less and prioritize my projects, which is good. I think having the 4-day weekend allowed me to like, because I think I've been trying to, since moving, it's been like getting used to my area, finding my routines and stuff, seeing people, and getting used to like my new work-life balance. And I think that it was a bigger shift than I had accounted for of what it was gonna be, because like it's like I've got the same job I've had, you know, but I think the shift of like my working pattern has changed, and that dynamic and like what's going on at work, there's a lot more happening, and so like there's just been like a really heavy work side of things, and trying to find that balance has been hard. But I think this 4-day weekend allowed me to like fully detach for 4 days and be like, okay, let me navigate myself in my own space without the work part of things. And that was really nice and needed. And so now I'm like kind of back being like, okay, I'm my own person again. Like I can be my own person, still go to work, do what I need to do, and do it well. But then I can do my other things as well. So that's been really promising. That's felt nice. And there was something else I wanted to say about that I don't remember. I don't know. That's okay. Yeah, I'm really grateful for that 4-day weekend. I needed that. Yeah, just excited. I'm excited for warm weather and like taking advantage of going out, seeing what's around, going to different events, checking out. I want to check out open mics so I can start going to them. Like it'd be nice to start, like prepping music and having songs and performing them and going in front of people and meeting people, making connections, and just going to fun events. I think I really want to see what's going on around my area, see what we can do, and then like if needs be travel into central London. But like I'm really happy with where I'm at, and this place seems like good vibes. I just gotta like go out and see more people to find that community and see what community is here. Yeah, but it's been going well. I mean, I've already started that with going to pole every week, so that's been good, and like going to the gym has been nice. But it'd be nice to go to like, I don't know, like finding one-off events. Like I think my hesitation is like I start going out and then I'm committing, another evening regularly to something else. But I can do what I want and I can figure out what works best for me. I think it's all about trying things first, and then that'll be fine. It'll all be fine. Oh my goodness, I'm tired. Yeah, but we're in a good spot. Yeah, and I'll be recording another one of these before I leave for my trip. So we won't get an update on how that trip was until after. That's fine. We're really plugging along. We've got how many more weeks now? 17? There's like 17 more to do, I think. Did I do that math right? Yeah. 16 or 17 more left, which is really cool. I'm looking forward. I've really enjoyed this project, and I think like it's been nice for it to be chill. Like I really don't stress myself out about not publishing on the Tuesdays I said I would. Like the publishing date has fallen apart, and that's okay. I'm really not bothered by it. It's really chill. It's cool to have like a record of this time and this experience. Like looking back and rewatching these videos has actually been really cool and insightful, and part of me is like, wow, how can I almost continue incorporating that? But like I don't want to have to look back and watch myself talk for 45 minutes. I don't have time for that. Maybe I do, we'll see. Yeah, but I'm trying to figure out like what things I can take away from this experience, and it's almost like, how to record my journey in a way that like allows me to look back, reflect, and be like, oh, these are the moments I was in, and it's a reminder of things in the present. I just think it's really useful. It's really nice to see the growth too. It's like a nice check-in. So I think that's something to ponder and kind of think of as we're winding down these videos. I mean, there's still, what is that, 4 more months probably? 16 weeks? 4 more months. So we've got a lot of time. But it also goes by so fast, Like we're almost to 40. We're halfway there. That's really cool. I'm excited. It's been a good time. But I'm also excited to like not have to worry about this anymore as well. It'll be nice to like have a nice little closing. And then just have this as a nice little record for later to look at one day. Maybe. But yeah, it's nice and sunny out. I'm excited for the day. Got a pole class tonight, which would be great. Things are good. So I hope you have a nice week, and I'll catch you next week.